Imagine moving past just, asking AI questions. Imagine actually designing your work with it. We mean building these intelligent operating systems that could really reshape your entire workflow. That's the quiet revolution happening right now. Welcome to the Deep Dive. We try to unpack complex ideas and give you the essential insights. Today, we're taking a close look at strategically weaving ChatGPT-5 into your professional life. Our mission really is to show how this tool can become a true strategic partner, freeing you up for that uniquely human work. We'll look at its game-changing features, walk through 5 pretty practical workflows, and also, importantly, talk about limitations and how to handle them. So what's this mean for your productivity? Let's get into it. This moment with ChatGPT-5, it feels like, well, more than just another software update, it seems like an inflection point. The real edge isn't just having AI anymore, right? It's about weaving it in strategically, building these intelligent operating systems, AI-augmented processes that automate the boring stuff, amplify your thinking, and maybe even unlock some new creative angles. Shifting from just asking questions to actually designing with the AI. So what makes ChatGPT-5 the linchpin here? Well, first, its structure is much simpler. You might remember feeling like you were in a model zoo before, trying to figure out which AI did what best.
Yeah, that could get confusing. Which one for writing, which for analysis?
Exactly. ChatGPT-5 cuts through that.
Yeah.
You basically got 2 main modes now. There's a base model, quick, for common stuff, and then a thinking model for the really complex requests. And the smart part, it figures out your prompt's complexity and switches automatically.
Yeah.
That takes a load off your mind. You just focus on the task.
That's huge. Less friction, less figuring out the tool, more doing the actual work.
Precisely. And then there's the writing quality.
Yeah.
It's a quantum leap. We're not just talking text that sounds natural. It actually gets human nuances now.
Yeah.
It adjusts tone, formal, funny, whatever you need. Uses complex sentences, metaphors.
Yeah.
Maintains flow. You know that verbose kind of cliche AI fluff we sometimes see?
Oh, yeah. A filler.
It's pretty much gone. You get concise, coherent stuff, surprisingly good writing, and the speed. For simple things, it's almost instant. This isn't just convenient. It changes how you can interact. Real-time stuff. Think about dynamic brainstorming, ideas bouncing back and forth in milliseconds, or prepping for an interview with an AI role player. Lightning-fast, creative iteration. Whoa! Imagine brainstorming a whole campaign in minutes, not hours. It really becomes a thinking partner.
That kind of real-time collaboration. Yeah, that feels like the future starting to happen.
And the final piece, maybe it's trump card, the smart thinking model. For anything needing multi-step reasoning, deep data dives, strategic planning, you can switch this on. And if you really needed to chew on something, there's a think longer option. It throws serious compute power at the problem, explores different angles, really aims for comprehensive, insightful, accurate results. It's like an AI deep work mode, figuring out when to trade that speed for analytical depth. That's becoming a key skill.
So wrap all these improvements up. What's the big takeaway for us?
It's a fundamental shift. AI moving from just a tool to an intuitive strategic partner.
Okay, let's dive into the workflows. First up, a comprehensive research and visualization system. This one aims to turn that fragmented, really time-sucking research process into a smooth machine, from context to interactive dashboards.
Right, and the first step sounds crucial. Building a digital brain for your project.
Exactly. It's about creating a persistent, context-aware space. So you make a dedicated project in ChatGPT for each big initiative, keeps things focused. Then you feed it foundational data, upload your annual report, strategy docs, brand guidelines, whatever teaches the AI about your company. And finally, you craft detailed custom instructions. This is like programming the AI's role, for example. You are a senior market analyst for Innovate Tech, focusing on emerging tech and manufacturing. You set the context, constraints, time frame. It sets the stage.
So you've prepped the AI, then comes the actual research.
Right, with advanced prompting. A prompt isn't just a question, it's a detailed job description. You structure it. In your role as that analyst, do a comprehensive analysis of topic. Specify sections, market overview, pestle, opportunities and threats linked to our goals, competitors, recommendations. Tell it to use the docs and web search.
And that research, which used to take days or weeks,
Can take minutes now. And once you have that output, you can transform it. Step 3 is the interactive dashboard using Canvas mode.
Canvas mode. Tell me more about that.
It's an environment where ChatGPT can generate small, interactive web apps. You prompt it. Based on this research, build an interactive dashboard. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, left side navigation for overview, SWOT, etc. Use chart.js for market growth, a table for competitors. It just writes the code.
Wow, okay. But the first version isn't always perfect, right?
Almost never. That's step 4. Iterative refinement. Dialogue and feedback are key. You test the dashboard link, then tell it. Line chart's hard to read, change the background, make the line bolder, or add a key differentiator column to the competitor table, highlight our strengths in green. It regenerates. Once you're happy, you share the public link. Simple.
So bottom line, how much time could this whole research workflow realistically save someone?
It could easily turn weeks of work into just a few hours.
Okay, workflow number 2, building a consistent content creation engine. Moving content from that manual, sometimes inconsistent effort to a system that keeps brand voice and quality high, every time.
And the first step here is pretty cool. Decoding and quantifying your brand DNA. Before automating, you got to deeply understand your own style, or maybe a style you admire. So you gather good content, maybe 15, 20 articles from a top blog like Ahrefs or your own best stuff. Then you use ChatGPT's agent mode that lets it handle multi-step tasks for a deep analysis. You prompt it. Analyze these articles. Quantify structure, word count, H2S, H3s, sentence style, length, complexity, vocabulary, tone, like 110 humorous serious, engagement stuff, questions, CTAs. It spits out this detailed brand voice and style guide, metrics for things you might only feel intuitively.
That's really interesting. Quantifying tone, how does it actually do that? Does it just look for keywords?
It's more about patterns. Frequent jokes or questions might signal humorous. Formal phrasing, citations point to academic. It's recognizing linguistic features at scale.
You know, I still wrestle with getting the exact tone right in my own writing sometimes, so this brand DNA idea is really appealing for consistency.
Yeah, it can be a game changer. Once you have that analysis, step 2 is building modular content templates. You use the think longer mode for quality here. Create a master template, a detailed blog post outline with instructions. Then adapt it into variants. A how-to guide template, a listicle, YouTube script, email sequence. Like Lego blocks for content strategy.
Makes sense. Building blocks based on your quantified style.
Then, step 3, set up a dedicated content engine project in ChatGPT. Put key points from your style guide into the custom instructions, upload all your templates, and create custom command shortcuts like how to blog, listicle blog, YouTube script.
Got it. So the setup's done. How does the creation process work then?
Step 4 is a phased process for control. Break it down. Outlining phase. Maybe upload an interview transcript. Use how to blog to get a detailed outline. Review it. Drafting phase. Prompt the AI to write the full first draft, sticking strictly to the brand voice rules. Optimization phase. Ask for SEO headline options for a keyword or a meta description. Small, controlled steps.
So does this make brand consistency almost effortless?
Well, effortless might be strong. The initial setup, especially getting good source content for the DNA analysis, takes work. If your examples are messy, the DNA is useless. But yeah, once it's running, it creates a really systematic engine for high-quality on-brand stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. The setup investment pays off in consistency later.
Exactly. Workflow 3. From raw data to strategic decisions. Data's gold, right? But raw gold isn't useful. This workflow makes ChatGPT-5 like your personal data scientist. Cleaning, enriching, analyzing, visualizing, acting.
Starts with cleaning, I assume. Garbage in, garbage out.
Yep. AI-powered data prep, upload your CSV survey results, serum, export, whatever. Enable the thinking model straight away for accuracy. Give it a cleaning prompt. SAM for missing values. Normalize the country column, USA and US to United States. Find non-numeric stuff in rating column. Output clean data.CSV. It just scrubs it clean.
Okay, data's clean. What's enrichment?
This adds huge value. Creating new info from the old. You ask the AI to infer things like using clean data.csv, add columns, sentiment from open-ended feedback, main topic, classify feedback into pricing, features, etc., user persona based on job role, company size, output enriched data.csv.
What's fascinating there is it's not just organizing, it's interpreting, identifying sentiment from raw text. That's a big leap, deriving new insights.
Totally. Then, with that clean, enriched data, step 3 is multidimensional analysis and visualization back in Canvas mode. Prompt it. Using enriched data.csv, create a customer analysis dashboard. Specify charts. Pie for sentiment, bar for topics by sentiment, table correlating persona and topic, maybe a drop-down filter by persona.
And the final step. Analysis is great, but you need action.
Right. Step 4. Transform insights into action plans. Close the loop. Prompt. Based on the dashboard, draft a memo for department heads. Summarize top 3 findings. Give 2 recommendations per product from complaints. 1 for support, 1 content idea for marketing, pricing issues. Tone.constructive professional.
So it's not just spitting out charts, it's generating actual strategic memos based on the data.
Exactly. Translates raw data directly into actionable business strategies.
Workflow 4 sounds pretty advanced. Automating intelligent reports from multiple data sources, simulating a business analyst, pulling data from different places for recurring reports without the manual grind.
Yeah, this one's powerful. First step, establish secure data connection gateways. ChatGPT needs access. So in settings, you connect Google Drive, Notion, Slack, whatever you use. And this is crucial use, the principle of least privilege. Only grant access to exactly what it needs. A specific folder, maybe, not your whole drive. Security first.
Secure connections established. Then what?
Then you design a cross-platform synthesis prompt. The magic is correlating data across systems. Say, a monthly marketing report linking campaigns, Notion, traffic, Drive CSV, sales, another Drive CSV. The prompt would be like, generate July 2025 marketing report, access Notion calendar, Drive traffic CSV, Drive sales CSV, correlate, overlay traffic sales chart, mark campaign dates, analyze impact spikes within 3-5 days, outputs, Google Doc report, short Slack summary, formal exec email.
Okay, that's a complex instruction. It handles pulling from different places like that.
Yes, that's the power of the integrations and the agent capabilities. Once you test that prompt, and it works. Step 3 is setting up a recurring automation task. You prompt. Turn that report prompt into a recurring task. Name, monthly marketing report. Frequency, second business day monthly. Logic.auto-adjust file names for previous month. Action.auto-create doc. Post Slack, send email. Notify me on Slack. Successor.
This sounds like a dream for anyone stuck doing those monthly reports. Is there a catch? What could trip it up?
The main thing would be changes in your SEFs data. Inconsistent file names month to month, or someone changing a column header in a spreadsheet. That could break the automation.
Right. Requires some discipline in data management upstream.
Definitely. But fixable. Otherwise, yeah, it transforms that tedious reporting into a hands-off process.
Okay, final workflow, number 5. The closed loop pipeline from market research to prototype.
This one's about dramatically shrinking the gap between idea and something tangible. Research to functional prototype in hours, potentially.
Starts with research again, but focused on product development.
Exactly. Step 1, competitive intelligence and niche market research. Understand the field, find opportunities. Like, if you're thinking about a privacy-focused note app, you prompt. Analyze competitors, features, price, privacy policies. Research forums like Reddit Hacker News for complaints about existing apps' privacy. Find requested features, E2E encryption, local storage.
So turning market noise into specific feature requirements.
Right. Then step 2, synthesize that into user personas. Make the customer concrete. Prompt. Create 2 detailed personas for Privacy Note. Persona 1, investigative journalist, goals, pains, required features. Persona 2, security-conscious individual, needs data control.
Personas defined, now the prototype.
Yep. Step 3, build a functional prototype in Canvas mode. Make the idea tangible. Prompt. Based on personas, create a functional landing page prototype for Privacy Note. Minimalist, dark theme, HTML, CSS. Strong, privacy headline. Address pain points. Add interactive encryption simulator. JavaScript.type text. See simulated encrypted output.
An interactive element right there in the prototype.
Yeah, a simple JavaScript simulation to demonstrate the core value prop. Then, step 4.test, refine export code. You click around the prototype link, give feedback, add a copy encrypted text button, iterate. Once it's good, download the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, hand it off to the dev team as a solid starting point.
So really, you can go from just an idea bouncing around to a clickable demo in a few hours.
Yeah, potentially. It's a genuine, rapid prototyping pipeline, mid-roll placeholder.
Okay, we've seen the power.
Yeah.
But to use ChatGPT-5 wisely, we need to talk limitations and how to mitigate them. First, the hallucination problem. It can still make stuff up, right? Facts, citations.
Still happens, yeah. Even if it's better, mitigation is key. Always use the thinking model for accuracy-critical tasks. Ask it to cite sources, and always double-check critical facts yourself. Human verification is non-negotiable.
Right. Then there's the context window. It remembers more now, but it's not infinite. Long chats can still lead to it forgetting early details.
Correct. For big projects, best practice is to break them into sub-projects or phases, and periodically summarize key decisions or context back to the AI just to keep it on track. Yeah, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes. Keeping that context tight isn't always easy.
Cost management is another one. Those advanced features. Think longer API calls. They can add up.
They can. Strategy. Use the thinking model only when necessary. Set budgets and alerts if you're hitting the API hard. Squeeze the value out of your subscription first.
Makes sense. And data security, privacy.
Yeah.
Uploading sensitive documents.
Big consideration. First, read OpenAI's data policy carefully. Understand how your data is used. Where possible, anonymize or remove sensitive PII before uploading. Enterprise versions usually offer stronger controls too, if that's an option for you.
And the last one, maybe the most subtle. Risk of over-reliance. Skills getting rusty.
Yeah, skill atrophy. Relying too much erodes critical thinking, writing, analysis. Mitigation is about mindset. Use AI as an amplifier, not a replacement. First drafts, sure, data analysis, yes. But you edit, you interpret, you own the final strategy and quality. Remain the final judge.
So bottom line,
Yeah.
it's incredibly powerful, but that human oversight, that judgment, still absolutely essential.
Precisely. It's a smart partnership, not full delegation.
So we've looked at how ChatGPT-5 can step into roles like researcher, content director, data scientist, even rapid prototyper. It's
Yeah.
incredibly versatile.
But the core message, I think, isn't AI doing everything. It's really about building this symbiotic partnership. Your strategic mind, your creativity, your judgment directs things. And the AI, with its amazing processing power and speed, does the heavy lifting on execution.
The people who really thrive in this new era, they'll be the workflow architects, the ones designing, building, optimizing these systems that blend human smarts with machine power. And it doesn't mean you need to become an AI expert overnight. Just curious, open to trying things out. The future of work is definitely here, and it looks like a collaboration. The only real question left is, are you ready to lead in that partnership? If you want to start, here are a few steps. First, identify a pain point. Pick one workflow we talked about that hits a real-time sync for you. Second, start small. A pilot project. Low stakes. Just get comfortable with the process. Third, iterate and refine. Experiment. Tweak prompts, tweak steps. Make it fit your way of working. And finally, if it works well, share it, scale it, help your colleagues. That's how you build a real competitive advantage. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into AI-powered productivity. We hope this gives you some concrete ideas for leveraging these powerful tools. Outro music.